Less than 60 seconds for the top of the order. If you would please wrap up your walk and clear the ring. Today's National Grand Prix sponsored by Haig Landscape. At Haig Landscape, we pride ourselves on being more than just a landscaping company. Our dedicated specialists transform your outdoor spaces with precision and care. Our comprehensive services include design, large specimen transfers, irrigation, estate management, and more, all executed to the highest standard. Each project is unique, and we tailor our approach to meet your specific needs and preferences. Our goal is to create beautiful, functional outdoor environments that enhance your lifestyle and add a wow factor to your property. Visit HaigLandscape.com to bring your vision to life and see how we can make your outdoor dreams a reality. We'll see 32 for round one of competition, and we'll bring back our clears for the jump off. A total of 13 number defenses over that first round track, 16 jumping efforts in total, and a time allowed of 74 seconds for today's Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Gabriel Matos Machado, our first to go, the Brazilian rider on board, an 11-year-old Belgian-bred mare owned by Baywinds Equestrian. Round one of the Haig Landscape Grand Prix, our first of 32, Ona van der Helle and Gabriel de Matos Machado. So for jumping, 6 for time. Total of 18 there for Gabriel de Matos Machado. The rider reference 79.881, exceeding the 74-second time allowed. .1290, a second to go. This is Allison Robitaille with the Dagny. Rider from Middleburg, Virginia, aboard an 11-year-old Swedish-bred mare by Durant, her second of 32 for round one. For number 9 and 5 against the clock for Allison Robitaille with a Dagny. Total of 9, 78, 622. Third in the order for the Haig Landscape Grand Prix, Lebanon Jadana for Burr Associates with the 8-year-old Irish sport horse mare, Mondavi. Yeah, 76 and 918 4 jumping with the knockdown at the final fence. We will adjust the time allowed up to 80 seconds, so no time faults. There for Jadana with the Burr Associates Mondavi, just the 4 for the knockdown at the final fence. Allison Robitaille also on just the 4 with the Dagny, and the time faults wiped out for Gabriel Damasos Machado with Ona Van de Hella as well. Again, time allowed adjusted up to 80 seconds following rider references of 79.8, 78.6, and 76.9. Israel's Daniel Blumen now with Kislori Emma, the 8-year-old Westphalia mare by Shikun Blue, owned by Blue Star Investments, Weston, Florida. Just the 4 faults, 78.775 at the time. The knockdown at the Zykosin Oxer at number 6 for Israel Stephen Blumen with Kislodium. Next to go, Heather Caristo Williams, Saugerties, New York-based rider, showing for the owner Stephanie Bolger, Bridgehampton, New York, with the 10-year-old Stallion Contino Quick, MVF. Clear it is, 76.935 for Heather Caristo Williams with Stephanie Bolger's Contino Quick, MVF, one clear through the first 5 in today's Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Ellie Grimes goes next. The 9-year-old mare Lady Applause, her mount owned by Can We Keep It LLC, Houston, Texas. $77,311 clear round for Hallie Grimes, Lady Applause on Can We Keep It LLC. 2 clear through our first 6, round 1 of the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Abigail McCardle, our next rider to get the start. Abigail shows for Sweetwater Jumpers. The ride aboard the 11-year-old mare Olympia Van Eykenhoff. 79.075, a clear round for Abigail McCardle with the Sweetwater Jumpers, Olympia Van Dykenhoff. Winning rider from the Bainbridge Company's Meter 40 stake this week, Venezuela's Antonio Martinez. With the rider aboard Octavius SCF, an 11-year-old Belgian-bred gelding owned by Alexandra Rodriguez of Southwest Ranches, Florida. 8th to go, 3 clear so far. $76,341, a clear round for Venezuela's Antonio Martinez and Octavius SCF. Daniel Cairns up next, the Irishman jumping clear in our 3-star Grand Prix earlier today. As the rider got them enterprises with the 12-year-old Hanoverian gelding Malu Blue PS, our 9th in the order. Just the final fence down, that front rail at number 13 for the Irishman Daniel Cairns with Malu Bleu PS. Just the 4 at the final fence there, 78.635 the time. Kristen Vanderveen next with Bull Runs at Kingdom. 10-year-old Dutch-bred gelding by Dutch Design. Bull Run Jumpers Incorporated entry for Kristen Vanderveen. 10th to show, 4 clear so far. Heather Caristo Williams, Hallie Grams, Abigail McCardle, and Antonio Martinez. '74, 140, just the 4 faults for Kristen Vanderveen, Bull Run's Kingdom. The knockdown coming at 8B in round 1 of the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Gabriel de Matos Machado back on course, second mount for the Brazilian. This is the 10-year-old mare, Adele Z, on Bay Wins Equestrian. Brazil's Gabriel de Matos Machado on his second. '79, 746, a score of 12 for Gabriel de Matos Machado with Adele Z. Another rider for Brazil to join us on course. This is Celso Ariani and the 11-year-old mare La India Concha-Vida PS by Contargos, owned by San Marino Stables. Four faults. Coming at B of the triple combination for Celso Ariani with La India Concha Vida PS. San Marino Stables entry 79, 8-0 for the Tom. Juan Jose Bancalati next, the Dominican rider aboard his own Ballet Patrick Flamenco, a 15-year-old Irish sport horse gelding by Je T'aime Flamenco. Our 13th to go, 4 clear so far. Just the 4 faults, 8B, the knockdown for Dominican rider Juan Jose Bancalati and Ballet Patrick Flamenco. Time 78-204. Belgium's Peter de Brabant-Dare and the 9-year-old Zangazetta Gelding, Universum Z, owned by Martin Huggins, our first of 3 before the midway break. Yeah, 4 for the stop at 8B, 20 against the clock for Peter de Brabant-Dare with the Universum Z. Fifteenth to show, Morgan Qualls and the 10-year-old French bred mare favorite, Darmanville, first of 2 before the drag break. 0 jumping 2 against the clock time, 81.417 for Morgan Qualls and Favorite Dormanville. One more before the midway break. That'll be Michaela Langmeyer with the French-bred gelding Dark Knight de Beluga, the ride for Bridget Larson-Enever of Wayzata, Minnesota. Zero jumping, just the one on the clock at 80.665 for Michaela Langmeyer with Bridget Larson-Enever's Dark Knight de Beluga. Takes us to the drag break for the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. 16 have shown, another 16 to go following our footing refreshment here in the International Arena. Clear so far coming from Heather Caristo-Williams with Contino Quick MVF, Hallie Grimes with Lady Applause, Abigail McCardle aboard Olympia Van Dyken Huff, and Antonio Martinez with Octavius SCF. At Haig Landscape, we pride ourselves on being more than just a landscaping company. Our dedicated specialists transform your outdoor spaces with precision and care. Our comprehensive services include design, large specimen transfers, irrigation, estate management, and more, all executed to the highest standard. Each project is unique, and we tailor our approach to meet your specific needs and preferences. Our goal is to create beautiful, functional outdoor environments that enhance your lifestyle and add wow factor to your property. Visit HaigLandscape.com to bring your vision to life and see how we can make your outdoor dreams a reality. We'll be back underway in about 10 minutes, another 16 to go for round one of the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Another 16 to go for round one of the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. 4 clear so far. Heather Williams with Contino Quick MVF. Allie Grimes with Lady Applause. Abigail McCardle with Olympia Van Eichenhoff. And Antonio Martinez with Octavius Asia. The Brazilian rider in our field today for the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. This is João de Carvalho with the ride for Kent Farrington LLC aboard the 9-year-old French-bred gelding Garrison by Corner de Belinsky, the first of our 16 combinations remaining for the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Score of 874,997. The time for João de Carvalho and Garrison. Catherine Passmore to go next, rider based in Lake Worth, Florida. Showing her own entry, Freedom at SB, the Belgian sport horse gelding by Ogano Seat. Finishing on a score of 12, the time 77-710 for Catherine Passmore and Freedom. Winning combination from yesterday's Bainbridge Company's meter 40 speed. This is world's number 1, Kent Farrington. Just one moment, please, Ryder. Ryder, we will retone you. Have to replace some fill there at fence number 13. You've seen 18 of the 32 for round 1, 4 clear so far. Heather Williams with Contino Quick MVF. Allie Grimes with Lady Applause. Abigail McCardle aboard Olympia Van Dykenhoff. And Antonio Martinez with Octavius SCF are 4 penalty-free combinations through the first 18 of the 32 expected for round 1 of the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Rose number 1, Kit Farrington with his own Diakatisa. Next to go 8-year-old Oldenburg mare. Winning combination from yesterday's Bainbridge Company's meter 40 speed. Pair of knockdowns down the final stretch, 11 and 13 for Kent Farrington and Diakatisa. The time 77.336. Chile's Gabriela Reuter and the 15-year-old Irish sport horse mare Mahari's Rock Boba's Quality, owned by Lumiere Horses at South Salem, New York. '75 8 to 38, a clear round from from Gabriella Reuter with Mahari's Rock. Chilean rider becoming our 5th fit to qualify for the jump-off in the Haig Landscape Grand Prix this afternoon. Joins the list with the Venezuelan Antonio Martinez and U.S. riders Heather Caristo-Williams, Hallie Grimes, and Abigail McCardle. Back on his 3rd of 4 for the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. This is Brazil's Gabriel dos Matos Machado with the 8-year-old mare Morion on Babewin's Equestrian. $75,804 score of 8 with the knockdowns at 5C and a 13 for Brazil's Gabriel dos Matos Machado and Morellon. Olympic rider ties Irwin next with Diva de Talma. This French-bred mare, 12 years old, by Canano, by Catherine Brentzel of Washington, D.C. As the knockdown at the taxi cab vertical at 12 for Australia's Tysa Irwin with the Diva de Talma, owned by Catherine Brentzel of Washington, D.C. Second fastest for Falter in the first round, currently in 9th for Tysa Irwin and Diva. First of her 10 remaining, Alexandra van der Rest Hayes, Vero Beach, and her own Eclair de Lille. Faulting at 4 fences, 16 the score for Alexandra van der Estes with her own Eclair de Lille. Hallie Grimes already has one clear, fault-free on Lady Applause. Our second mount, Ashton DVOZ, the first of our 9 remaining owned by Can We Keep It LLC, Houston, Texas. Four for the knockdown, 1 for the time, 80.451 for Hallie Grimes with her second mount, Ashton DVOZ. We will see Hallie back in the jump off penalty free with Can We Keep It entry, Lady Applause, earlier in round 1. Canadian rider Taylor St. Jacques, based in Glen Allen, Virginia, shows next with a ride for Tenacious Stables aboard the 8-year-old gelding, Hopeful Menjulet. That's a clear round for Taylor St. Jacques and Hopeful Menjulet, 78.567. The Canadian are 6th to qualify for the jump off in the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Ireland's David Blake up next. The ride aboard a gelding by Malito Drev, the 9-year-old French-bred Gucci. The Umbrums owned by the Pine Hollow Farm. Our first of 7 remaining for round 1 of the Haig Landscape Grand Prix. 6 clear so far. $76,971 clear, our 7th combination to go clear. David Blake with the Pine Hollow Farms Gucci. Argentina's Thomas Joffrey next. Stellium Sport Horses, the ownership of his mount, the 10-year-old Dutch-bred gelding by Toulon. This is Kingston, and Argentina's Thomas Joffrey, our first of 6. Just within 79,214. Clear round for Thomas Joffrey and the Stellium Sport Horses, Kingston. Stephen Blumen up next for Over the Top Stables, Lake Ronkonkoma, New York. Out over Israel, showing a 13-year-old Self-Francais gelding, Kashmir de Braise, by Nissan Quality Touch Z. First of 5 remaining for round 1, 8 clear so far. 78-357, a score of 8 for Stephen Blumen and Kashmir de Brace. Portugal's Bruno Denisas Neves for Laura Korshid of Del Mar, California, with a 14-year-old gelding Gucci Mustard by Balabin first to 4. And a score in the first round for Bruno Denisas Neves and Gucci Mustard. Teddy Pritzker up next. Borgiavante C, 14-year-old Dutch-bred mare by Zambezi TN. Entry on by Evergreen Stable, Chicago, Illinois. $76-61, a score of 8 for the 2 knockdowns for Teddy Pritzker, Giavante C. Venezuela's Luis Fernando Larrazabo with Emirate Pass. The 11-year-old French-bred gelding owned by Paloma Santa Cruz of Key Biscayne. First of 2, still to go for round 1. 74.668, just the knockdown at 13 for Luis Fernando Larrazabal and Emerald Papas. Final for round one. It's the fourth ride for Brazil's Gabriel de Matos Machado. Bay1's Equestrians at Glamour, the Alma Terra. Eight jumping, 2 on the clock. The time 81.157 for Gabriel de Matos Machado with Glamour, the Alma Terra. We'll have 8 back for the jump off in today's Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Heather Caristo Williams going first in our jump off with Contino Quick MVF, followed up by Hallie Grimes in that second spot with Lady Applause. Abigail McCardle batting third with Olympia Van Eykenhoff. Antonio Martinez, Octavius SCF in fourth. Fifth on our jump-off list, Gabriela Reuter with Mahari's Rock. Taylor St. Jacques will be the first of 3 with Hopeful Manjoulet, followed up by David Blake with Gucci, De Ambruns, and our final rider in the jump-off this afternoon will be Argentina's Thomas Joffrey with Dick Kingston. Today's National Grand Prix sponsored by Haig Landscape. At Haig Landscape, we pride ourselves on being more than just a landscaping company. Our dedicated specialists transform your outdoor spaces with precision and care. Our comprehensive services include design, large specimen transfers, irrigation, estate management, and more, all executed to the highest standard. Each project is unique, and we tailor our approach to meet your specific needs and preferences. Our goal is to create beautiful, functional outdoor environments that enhance your lifestyle and add a wow factor to your property. Visit HaigLandscape.com to bring your vision to life and see how we can make your outdoor dreams a reality. We'll be back underway shortly following the course adjustment and the drag. 8 to jump off in the Haig Landscape Grand Prix.
Decra Veterinary Products is dedicated to continuing improvement in the equine industry by developing our niche products for joints, reproduction, and surgical suite. Decra's pipeline products include Osphos and Equidone Gel. Decra also makes strategic acquisitions with products such as Zycosyn, Orthokine IRAP, Provit APC, Rompin, Torfidine, Sucromate Equine, and Isoflurane. Decra will continue to make exciting advancements in the equine industry.
There's a gentler side of Florida, just waiting for you to discover it, where America's first resort destination was built and genuine hospitality began. A place with cleaner sands, warmer waters, and fewer crowds. A place different than the rest, one that exceeds, excels, and surpasses all expectation, waiting here just for you. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches.
Located in the heart of Wellington, Gold Coast Feed is your one-stop shop for all your equine needs. From top-tier feed brands to the finest quality hay and bedding, we've got everything to keep your horse thriving. Our friendly staff is always on hand to offer assistance, ensuring your horse receives the care it deserves. Need a larger delivery? We'll bring it right to your farm, unloaded and ready. It's simple, convenient service you can count on. Short on time? Order online at goldcoastfeed.com and get your essentials delivered to your doorstep or farm today. Gold Coast Feed, where your horse's well-being is our priority. Visit us at goldcoastfeed.com and experience the difference.
In competition, there is always a line. Sometimes it is set by someone else. A finish line, a time on the clock, a height to be cleared. Other times, we draw it ourselves as a discipline to be mastered, a goal to be achieved, a personal record to be broken. The line dares us to cross it. This line is the difference between joy and despair, success and disappointment. We chase it because we know that in some way it is a measure of our worth. And when we cross it, we do so not as an end in itself, but as the beginning of the next chapter. Vitaflex, the fine line between good and great.
Bainbridge is a fully integrated multifamily real estate company who have developed and acquired more than 43,000 units, representing $8.1 billion in transactions since inception. With over 650 associates nationally, Bainbridge engages in virtually every step of the real estate process, from development and construction, acquisition and disposition, asset management, and third-party management of multifamily real estate. Bainbridge is an award-winning, nationally ranked developer, owner, and builder of luxury multifamily communities across the eastern U.S. and Southeast. Our team of experienced and knowledgeable professionals is devoted to creating exceptional living experiences for all of our residents and building lasting and mutually beneficial relationships with our partners and clients. Bainbridge is headquartered in Wellington, Florida, with offices and apartment communities in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Maryland, Texas, and Virginia. To learn more, visit www.bainbridgecompanies.com.
We'll have 8 jumping off for the Haig Landscape Grand Prix this afternoon. Welcome back to USA's Heather Caristo Williams, first of our 8 riders to jump off it today. Showing for Stephanie Bolger, Bridgehampton, New York, with the 10-year-old stallion Contino Quick, MVF. Double clear today for Heather Caristo Williams with Stephanie Bolger's Contino Quick, MVF. First of our 8 riders in the jump-off round, setting the pace at 42.655. Ellie Grimes are next to go. Rider from Houston, Texas, with the 9-year-old mare Lady Applause, owned by Can We Keep It, LLC. Time to beat 42.655. Eight in the jump off with the rails down at 8A and 15 at time 46.089 for Hallie Grimes and Lady Applause. Abigail McCardle are next to go. Olympia Van Eichenhofer Mountain, 11-year-old mare owned by Sweetwater Jumpers. Heather Caristo Williams leads on a time of 42.655 with Contino Quick, MVF. 41.377, Abigail McCardle clear and a little over a second faster, taking the lead with the Sweetwater Jumpers entry Olympia. Van Dykenhoff had the Carista Williams down second with Contino Quick MVF. Hatley Grom's Lady Applause in third. Fourth of 8 in the jump-off round, Venezuela's Antonia Martinez with Alexandra Rodriguez owned Octavius SCF. Time to beat 41.377, just coming in from Abigail McCardle and Olympia Van Dykenhoff. .41.440. 4 in the jump-off round that are going to third place for Antonio Martinez with Octavius SCF. Abigail McCardle leads as the quicker of her 2 double clears with Olympia. Heather Caristo Williams in second with Contino Quick MVF. This is Chile's Gabriela Reuter for Lumiere Horses with the 15-year-old Irish-bred mare Mahari's Rock. Time to catch is 41.377. Best time so far in the jump off at 39.710, but the first fence down for at number 14 for Chile's Gabriela Reuter with Mahari's Rock. 39.710 at the time goes into third as the quicker of our fours. First of our 3 remaining to challenge, Canada's Taylor St. Jacques with Hopeful Manjoulet, an 8-year-old French-bred gelding owned by Tenacious Stables. Rails in the jump off at 9 116. It's a score of 8 for Taylor St. Jacques with hopeful Manjoulet. Time 44:269. Quicker of the 8s in the jump off goes into 5th place with the 2 remaining. Ireland's David Blake next with the 9-year-old gelding Gucci de Ambruns, honed by Pine Hollow Farm. Time to beat is 41:377, set by Abigail McCardle and Olympia Van Dykenhoff. Clearing into the lead at 40.877, exactly half a second quicker than Abigail McCardle with Olympia Van Dykenhoff. Ireland's David Blake now leads with the Pine Hollow Farms. Gucci de Ambruns with just 1 remaining. Abigail McCardle into 2nd, Heather Carista Williams in 3rd. Final challenger in the jump-off round, Argentina's Thomas Joffrey with the 10-year-old gelding Kingston, owned by Stellium Sport Horses. 40.877 is the time to beat. (41.556) 4 in the jump off at number 15 for Argentina's Thomas Joffrey and Kingston. That'll finish in 6th place for the Argentinian in today's Haig Landscape Grand Prix. David Blake will take the top call for the Pine Hollow Farm with Gucci, Abigail McCardle, and Olympia Van Dykenhoff in 2nd. A 3rd award to Heather Carista Williams with Stephanie Bolger's Contino Quick MVF. 4th, our fastest 4 falter. In fact, the best time in the jump off this afternoon coming from Chile's Gabriela Reuter with the Lumiere horses. Entry Mahari's Rock. Venezuela's Antonio Martinez finishes 5th with Octavius SCF, owned by Alexandra Rodriguez. Thomas Joffrey in 6th for Stellium Sport Horses with Kingston. In 7th at Taylor St. Jacques with the Tenacious Stables entry Hopeful Manjoulet. Allie Grimes, 8th, a rider for Can We Keep It LLC, Houston, Texas, with a Lady Applause. And 9th on a single time fault from the first round to Michaela Langmeyer with Dark Knight de Maluga, owned by Bridget Larson Enever of Wayzata, Minnesota. With it 2 against the clock is Morgan Qualls in 10th with her own favorite Darmanville. Our fastest 4 falter from the first round, Kristen Vanderveen, 11th for Bull Run Jumpers with Bull Run's Kingdom. And in 12th, Luis Fernando Larrazabo with Emerald Paz, owned by Paloma Santa Cruz. Today's National Grand Prix sponsored by Haig Landscape. At Haig Landscape, we pride ourselves on being more than just a landscaping company. Our dedicated specialists transform your outdoor spaces with precision and care. Our comprehensive services include design, large specimen transfers, irrigation, estate management, and more, all executed to the highest standard. Each project is unique, and we tailor our approach to meet your specific needs and preferences. Our goal is to create beautiful, functional outdoor environments that enhance your lifestyle and add wow factor to your property. Visit HaigLandscape.com to bring your vision to life and see how we can make your outdoor dreams a reality. Bringing back our top three for today's Haig Landscape Grand Prix. Third place honors going to Heather Caristo Williams with a ride for Stephanie Bolger with Contino Quick MVF, one of just 3 double clear in today's Grand Prix. Bringing forward our second place rider. Congratulations to Abigail McCardle with Olympia Van Eykenhoff. The Sweetwater Jumpers entry, 11-year-old Belgian-bred mare for the U.S. rider, finishing double clear on a time of 41.377 in the jump off to take second place honors. And our winner coming forward, congratulations to the Irishman David Blake with Gucci de Ombrun's, owned by the Pine Hollow Farm. Fastest of our double clears with a time in the jump off of 40.877 aboard the 9-year-old, the French-bred gelding by Melito de Rêve to win today's Haig Landscape Grand Prix.
Let's make tonight the weekend. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait.
Ireland's David Blake now leading the lap of honor with Gucci de Ombrun's. David Blake with the Pine Hollow Farm entry taking the top call, 40.877. The winning time in the jump off round for the Irish rider with the 9-year-old French-bred gelding by Melito de Rêve. Abigail McCardle follows in second with the Sweetwater Jumpers, Olympia Van Eykenhoff. Heather Caristo Williams taking third place honors for the owner Stephanie Bolger with Contino Quick MVF.
Chasing so long, every right that feels wrong, rather be with you instead. There's something about it right here, got me seeing so clear.
Wraps us up for the week here in the International Ring. The competition resumes Wednesday morning for the 75th annual South Florida Hunter Jumper Association Charity Show.